Hi, and welcome to Card Shop at Argenta. It's Happy October, and we want to welcome you again. I'm Julie with the Argenta Branch Library, and we're part of the Lehman Library System in North Little Rock, Arkansas. We want to welcome you to Card Shop at Argenta. This month for October, we're going to do a little spooky harvesting. Kerstin is going to be back with us teaching some very cute and beautiful harvest type cards. I think you'll be pleased. In your kit, you're going to get another glue stick. You can never have too many glue sticks when you're card making. And you're also going to get a little bag of some little candies. Now, these are for presents that you're going to be making in your cards, so don't nibble on them or you won't have a candy to put in your little present. But at least you'll get the idea, and you can go buy some more candies and make more spooky harvesting pumpkins. I want to welcome Kerstin again for our October card shop. And remember that it's one kit per person. Make sure you call the library and reserve your kit, and we can bring it to you curbside, or you can come into the library and pick it up yourself. But please reserve your kit, and it's one kit per person. So welcome Kerstin again for the October card shop, and let's get busy on our spooky harvest.
Well, hi there. I'm excited to be back, and I can't believe it's already October and Halloween is around the corner, and I thought I'd come up with this neat little pumpkin treat holder. The most easiest thing you could ever have. I start out with a piece of orange cardstock, and it measures 1.5 in width and 3.5 in length. So pretty easy, pretty small. And for this one, we are going to use our treat, and we just place this treat just so right in the middle of our cardstock. So then we're just going to wrap this little piece around it to form looks like a little triangle. For this, I will be using a little bit of double-sided tape, because double-sided tape seems to work best with this project. So just put like a little piece, should have done a little bit longer, and just move this up. Of course that doesn't work. It's always a little bit complicated when you're trying to show something. Well, I almost got it. All right, just push it together, and it looks like a little triangle. Let's push this off to the side, and we have 2 small pumpkin faces right here. And these small pumpkin faces, you will also get a few more in your kit. I'm going to be using my glue again. And just on the top of it, you are going to put a little bit of glue. And you're going to glue one side right here. Flip that little thing around. Use your other pumpkin face, another little bit of glue. And just kind of make it to where they kind of stick to each other right there. Whoops. And in your kit, you will also find a little leaf which says, "Hi there, pumpkin." And you also have a small little bow in there. So, and what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this little piece, this little bow, and we're going to use a little bit of a glue dot, because that's going to last for the bow the best. And we're going to just stick that so very lightly onto the leaf. And then we're going to put some glue on the back of the leaf and just adhere it just ever so lightly to the top of our pumpkin treat holder. And there you are. Those are super cute little pumpkin treat holders. You can make many of those and give them away to whoever you want to. For our next project, we are going to make this Happy Halloween card. And for this, we have our base card, which is black. And this time I was going to go ahead and show you again how to score it. We're going to take our ruler again and our scoring tool. And each card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're going to go to 4 1/4 and we're going to score right in the middle of that. Remember not to push too hard. Turn the card around and we are going to fold it in half. And you can use a bone folder or a library card, a bank card, anything sturdy will do. So this is our black base card. Let's set this aside. In your kit, you have a pre-embossed spiderweb purple cardstock piece. We're going to be using that. And you also have a prepared piece which looks like that. And another one which has already the message Happy Halloween, and it shows a witch and a couple of bats on there. And we're going to use our glue again. And we're going to glue our message on top of our black cutout, just right there in the middle. Oops, I got a little bit of glue on that. And we're going to go ahead and set this aside as well. You also in your card kit have a piece of ribbon, and this piece of ribbon is supposed to be placed right through the middle of your embossed piece. So what you're going to do is you move your piece over and you kind of position your ribbon right so in the middle. And again, you are going to, if you have on hand, use a little piece of tape or double-sided tape, either or. And you're just going to fasten your ribbon in the back. Remember, nobody will see it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Push this down a little bit. Make sure it is tight around your embossed piece. We don't want it loose. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to go ahead and position it. And right here is your ribbon around your cardstock piece. So now we're going to take our message piece, and again, we're going to be using dimensionals. And for this one, you want to be a little bit careful because you don't want to put any dimensionals in the middle. And the reason why you don't is because the ribbon is already raising your picture up. So we're just going to put a couple down here and a couple on top. And really no more, and just leave the middle blank. And we're going to take this off, the backing of your dimensionals. And we're going to come across and just glue this message piece right on top of your embossed piece. There you go. And then you take your base card, and again, we're going to use glue. Again, it doesn't matter what the back looks like because nobody will see it. And we are going to adhere this front piece right on top of your base card. Also in your kit, you have your inside message piece, and all we're going to do is just put some glue on it and just adhere this to the inside of the card. And there's your finished piece. Okay, and this is your next card you will be working on. Nice little trick or treat card. So let me show you how we are going to work this. Again, you have your base card, which is a black piece of cardstock. And again, we are going to use our embossing tool, and we are going to make an embossing line right at 4 1/4. There we go. And we are going to fold this card in half. Use your library card or bank card or a bone folder, whatever is easier for you for this card. So there's your base card. We're going to put that aside, and we're going to take a white piece of cardstock you have in your card kit. And we've got a bunch of different circles in your card kits, and you can kind of line them up however you want to on your card. Oops, this is the way I have done it. So what I want you to remember is, before you glue anything down, make sure you do like a dry layout. That's always the best way to make sure that every piece you have actually fits on your cardstock. We're gonna tag this one a little bit underneath it, come up here, put this here. Well, I'll put a little ghost right up here and a little spider right up here. So that's just a dry layout. So now we're going to go ahead and come back in with our glue, and we're going to go ahead and each piece, just glue it on our cardstock piece. It will also give you the opportunity to move things around. You might want to put your pieces a little bit differently on your cardstock. If you do a dry layout, that'll help a lot. And you just go ahead and put this on there. And remember, we said we were going to put this one just behind it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and sneak this behind it and turn it over, and then put a little bit of glue right here and just adhere it just like that. And now we can also decorate it, which you also have in your kit, some jewels. And I thought we'd go ahead and put a little jewel right here on the witch's broom. I really like to put some jewels right here on the bats. Give them a little bling. And again, you can just use your imagination however you want to. Oops, lost this one. However you want to go ahead and put them on there. It's entirely up to you. Okay, with this finished piece, of course, we can now take our base card back out. We're going to put some glue on the back of our finished piece. And we're going to position this right on our base card, and there you go. And also you have your message piece right here, which goes to the inside of your card. Again, open it up and just a little bit of glue and adhere your message card inside to your base card. And there's your finished card. And this is our final card we are doing for today. And this one is like, I would say, more of a happy harvest card. So for this one here, you have an orange base card. Again, this one is going to be landscape. We're going to take our ruler again, our embossing tool, and we just want to line it up at 4 1/4. And again, make a nice straight line. Not too hard, but just enough to go ahead and see an indentation. And we're going to go ahead and fold it over. And I think I folded it over a little bit too much. And we're going to make a nice clean crease right here. And there's our base card. So we'll set our base card always aside once we have this finished. There's one piece in your kit which is, it looks like it's a little bit embossed, just very lightly. This is going to be our first piece. And we're going to lay that down and use this small orange cardstock piece, in which this will be, we will glue this in the middle of it. And we can already go ahead and start doing that. So let's take the small orange cardstock piece and adhere it to the middle of the card, of this cardstock piece, right here. Next, we are going to take these, there's an orange piece right here and another white piece right here. And we'll go ahead and adhere this white cardstock piece to the orange cardstock piece. Just like this. Let's put this one aside and we're just going to concentrate on these pieces. So in your kit you will have 2 pumpkins and you have a sheet with a bunch of leaves, and they look like this, and you will have to cut each of them out. They look kind of daunting, so you will need to go ahead and have your scissors handy. You have been given in last month's kit, and with that we're going to go ahead and adhere about like 1 leaf to the back of this orange cardstock, and we're going to go ahead and use another one. Just put a little bit of glue on it and just kind of overlap and make them kind of look nice, just like that. And we're also going to do the same thing on the bottom of this. Just do that, put this on there, and put another leaf. And just kind of decorate a little bit, kind of sticks out. Next, you are going to take your first pumpkin and you're just going to lay it in the middle. And remember, always kind of do like a little dry layout, because this way that helps. And the other pumpkin kind of goes over it. And we are going to do this little leaf already. And we are going to adhere that to this pumpkin right here. And then you also have in your kit, of course, this little bow. And for this one, we are going to use a glue dot again, because glue dots are very good adhesives for like ribbons. I'm going to do that, and we're going to go ahead and just add this little ribbon right here. So let's just have a look. So we know that will be good. And then we're going to take a couple more leaves and we're going to glue those on the bottom of this pumpkin right here. Just like this. And my fingers are very sticky. And another one right here. We're just going to make sure it's kind of overlapping this. Set that a little bit aside, and now we're going to go ahead and just put a little bit of glue right over here. And we're going to have this pumpkin overlap this pumpkin. And then we're going to go ahead and just put a little bit of glue on here and adhere the pumpkin just like that on top of that. And we have a little message which is called "Welcome Back." and we're going to use a little bit of glue. And what I want you to do is just put a little bit of glue only halfway through your message piece. More doesn't need to be. And we're going to go ahead and put this right over here. And then we set this aside, and we're going to pick back our cardstock piece with the orange stripe through it, and then we're going to go ahead and use our message piece. We're going to put this on top, just like in the middle. Center it a little bit. You also were giving in your kit a couple of jewels, and we're going to go ahead and put one right on this side. And we're going to put another one on the other side. There you go. Pick up your base card again, and we are going to adhere our finished piece to your base card. Just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and open it up, and in your kit you also find the message piece. Just make sure you don't forget that. And adhere that to the inside of your card, and that concludes our Spooky Harvest projects. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you next month for some more projects.
Thanks, Kerstin, for another great Card Shop at Argenta. I hope that you will enjoy giving out those Spooky Harvest cards to all of your friends and loved ones. We want to thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you in November, where we will again look at some fall and holiday gifts and cards that you can use during the holiday season. If you're watching us, you're probably watching us virtually, obviously. So make sure that you follow us, like us, make a comment, show us your works in the comments. We'd love to see the cards that you made. Make sure that you see on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, the YouTube page, like, subscribe, hit the bell so that you always get the subscription notice that we have a new video when it goes live. Thank you again for joining us at Card Shop at Argenta, and we'll see you in November.